Hey everybody, Kirk Junge here from LearningGolf.tv. Today, showing you Bryson DeChambeau's swing on the right compared to my setup for impact golf swing on the left. And I just wanted to show you the similarities of the two swings. And Bryson has been quoted in articles about setting up for impact, how it makes the game easier for him, and actually had 3 wins on tour this year, so he's doing pretty good. I focus on teaching this to each individual, so there will be some differences as I'm going to explain after this comparison. I'm going to go step by step through Bryson's swing and how he holds it, and then give you some tips on how to give it a try and how to go about implementing this concept, though, to fit yourself. I believe it should fit each individual, and that's what I teach in my schools in the winter in Florida. You can check that out on my website. There's more info on that at the end of the video as well. If we put it into motion, you can see Bryson, if you draw the red line through the club and up through his arm, this is a point that most people analyzing his swing miss, is that he's set up with his right arm up through the elbow on the same plane as the club. And if you look at him when he takes the club back, then the club stays very close to that plane all the way to the top. So if I draw a line here, that's where the golf club is. It's very close to on plane. Whereas you compare it to any other players, tour players, you see at the top, they're way up here off the plane that they set up on. And you would see also then that the impact are going to be on a steeper plane than they set up on. If we put my swing into motion, you can see I can't turn as much as Bryson. I'm 54 years old, but I still get great results with the method. And there are a few differences, which I'm going to explain in a moment after this comparison. But you see the club at the top, right on plane, and you can see change of direction. Watch how the club comes right down the plane to impact. So you can see that the club, and again the right arm, is in a non-rotational position, which I explain later. And this makes it easier to square up the club face for anybody who wants to improve their golf game. Bryson, again, look at the club come down. It's right on plane. And you can see here's the shaft. You can see, so basically he's set up in his impact plane. And you can see the similarities. Both of our spine angles haven't changed, of course. And that's why this swing is a lot easier on the back, simply because there's no need to pull away and make space, as I've explained in earlier videos. But you can see no change in spine angle, and that's simply learning to set up the right distance from the ball for each individual, which I take you through on my website. You can see impact and the release, and you can see the spine angle stayed the same pretty much all the way through. You watch Bryson, again, on this shot. Spine angle is pretty much the same, at least through here, until he stands up at the finish.
Hey everybody, Kirk Junge here from LearningGolf.tv. Today, talking to you about how to copy Bryson DeChambeau's golf swing. He does have a unique golf swing, which is very similar to what I've taught for the past 20 plus years, which is basically setting up on your impact plane. Bryson takes it a step further though, and actually holds the club in the lifeline of his leading left hand, and he also has very fat grips, but I think that's also to fit very large hands. So you can try this golf swing without special equipment. My setup for impact golf swing will let you customize the concept, though, to fit your current equipment and your own body. So I'm going to talk to you about what Bryson's doing first and go through it step by step. But basically, he's holding the club in the lifeline of the leading hand. He's also pushing the grip forward to his impact position. So he's got forward shaft lean at setup, and the back of the hand is a little bit bowed here. So basically when he's getting set up, then he also has the club set up on his impact plane, and then he brings the right hand on, so it's also on the same plane as the golf club. So it's on like this, and from there Bryson sets up very close to the ball and very upright, and also with his weight shifted slightly forward. So it looks something like this. When we get into the golf swing, because of this diagonal grip position, what's going to happen is there's very little wrist cocking that can happen. The club's basically pretty straight with the arm, so wrist cocking will be very limited. You can see in the swing that I use, I'm a little bit more this way, still in the palm of the hand, but a little bit more across, which allows for a little bit more wrist angle, which I find better for people who can't turn their body as much to generate speed. So I would start out with some short swings then, and try to make sure that you're going to get to this position at impact, because if the club goes like this at all, the ball will go to the left. So good setup, and then real short. Just trying to see, like a chip shot, if you can hit the ball straight first. And it really is a zero shift motion what Bryson uses, meaning that he's rotating the body. There is no shifting going on. It's simply turn and turn. So once you get a feel for it, you get in the setup position, back, and through. Once you have success with shorter swings, you can try making a swing a little bit longer. Basically, I would take it back to the limit of your body rotation and then swing through. But again, it should feel this wrist, the back of the hand, staying as flat as possible. Then what I would do from there is make a practice swing and see that you can hit the ground in the right spot. And once you can do that, you move to the ball. So give it a try. Please visit my website at learninggolf.tv for more information. I also have 3-day schools coming up in West Palm Beach, Florida, and there's a list of schools there. 1-day schools in North Carolina, a couple times a year, 3-day schools in North Carolina. I'm also looking for other parts of the country coming up in the future. Members of the website have full access to my learning program, and it's also available for digital downloads and on DVD. Thank you very much. Any comments or questions, put them in the box below. Please subscribe here on YouTube, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.